somehow redistributing, but finding ways in which others can be included in the opportunities that are being created by that productivity.
And looking at the future of competitiveness in North America, what can you tell us about this? Or do you have some insights, or what will be the key driver for competitiveness there?
Well, from a technical point of view, competitiveness is driven by productivity gains. And we've seen kind of flattening of productivity gains in the US and in a lot of advanced economies over the past few years. The breakthroughs in technology are likely to start mitigating that and creating new levels of productivity gains, because the quantum leaps that are projected in technology and the integration of artificial intelligence, as we were saying, all of these things are going to have huge productivity impacts. But there's another kind of competitiveness that is murkier and is on the top of people's minds, I think, right now. And that's kind of global competitiveness in terms of whose model of economic policy and corporate structure will be dominant. Is it going to be free market US, EU concept of an economy? Or is it going to be more of a state economy with China? So there's this fear that China, by moving up in terms of its competitive strategy to compete head on in high-tech, high-value companies, is a threat to the competitiveness of the American and the European corporate competitive landscape, and that China will use its state dominated financing and its ability to close its market and yet have a huge domestic market in which to grow its own companies, that creates an unfair global competitiveness playing field that will put American and European companies at a disadvantage. So at a kind of macro political level, there's this issue of how does the Made in China policy that's been adopted by the Chinese government create unfair competition with the global economy. And so that's being kind of fought out at a global governmental level. We had policies by the Trump administration to punish China. The Biden administration is looking at new ways to engage. And I think the European Union has always looked toward engagement models as a way to leverage and so forth. Those kind of cooperative levers have not worked very well to this point. So it's a story in the making. To the end of this story is unclear at this point, I guess.
All right.